I was in my 40s. A lot of the memories have faded in all those years, but there's two things I remember. One, how overwhelmed and frightened I was. There was no cancer in our family, and I wasn't old enough to have been having mammograms, so it was just a bolt out of the blue. So in the beginning, somebody asked me, would you like breast cancer support to be in touch? And I said, hell no. Why would I want to talk to a stranger? That was my first reaction. Why would I want to talk to a stranger? But lucky for me, when I was told that I needed to have chemo, somebody asked again, would you like to talk to somebody who's had chemotherapy? And I said yes, because I was terrified. This lovely woman called Anna got in touch with me, and I talked to her about chemotherapy. Now, at that point, you're making decisions, or you're trying to make decisions based on fear. And when I talked to Anna, she'd been through it, and she suggested that I meet her at a coffee group that Breast Cancer Support were holding. And I can still remember meeting her. So I was there first. This woman walked in. She had, all her hair had grown back. She was 5 years down the track. She was working full time. She looked fabulous. She was about the same age as I was. And all of a sudden, something just switched in my brain. And I looked at her and I thought, there's no reason why that can't be me. And I think I can do this.
I was 44 when I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and it didn't come at a really good time for me because I'd just changed jobs and we'd just moved house. There was no history of breast cancer in my family. I was the youngest of 3 girls, so it was a huge shock. My husband went back to work, the kids went back to school, and I found myself on my own with the support pack, which I'd received from Breast Cancer Support Services. It was having someone to talk to that had actually been through breast cancer. That was the main thing that helped me.
Just that contact of seeing that person who was getting on with their life and knowing that that could be you was just the best thing ever. The best thing ever.
Now I'm in that privileged position, to be able to offer that same support to people that Ngaire offered to me.
We're that community that nobody wants to join, but once you're part of our community, then you're part of that community for as long as you want to be. 8 years ago, I started working here, so I'm still part of that, years later. So yeah, it's really rewarding. It's rewarding just to see people, going through this and coming out the end, doing well, yeah.